From the mysterious streets of Diagon Alley to the magical halls of Hogwarts Castle, the world's most spellbinding journey is about to take its wildest turn yet.
At Universal Orlando's Islands of Adventure, the wizarding world of Harry Potter has been a centrepiece of the park since its grand debut in 2010. Over the years, it's expanded and evolved, bringing new experiences that immerse guests in J.K. Rowling's iconic universe. One of the most ambitious additions arrived in 2019, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, a high-speed, story-driven coaster that set new records for Universal. But the journey to get there was anything but smooth. The ride replaced a fan-favourite attraction, faced major technical hurdles at launch, and quickly became known for some of the longest wait times in Universal history. So today, we're diving into the full story of Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, from its origins to its rocky debut and eventual success.
Prepare to face the Forbidden Forest and join Hagrid to encounter the rarest of magical creatures in the epic new addition to the wizarding world of Harry Potter.
Before Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure took guests on a thrilling ride through the Forbidden Forest, its space was home to a very different kind of coaster, Dragon Challenge. Originally known as Dueling Dragons, this pair of intertwined inverted roller coasters was one of the original flagship attractions when Islands of Adventure opened in 1999. And their story is one for another video, but briefly, designed by Bolliger and Malabard, the ride featured two unique tracks, Fire and Ice, each with its own unique layout. And for over a decade, the coaster was known for its thrilling near-miss moments, where the two tracks would appear to come within mere feet of each other. However, after the area was rebranded as the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in 2010, the attraction was rethemed as Dragon Challenge to better fit the franchise. But there was a problem. The ride was fundamentally a high-speed, intense coaster, which clashed with the family-friendly, story-driven nature of the rest of the Wizarding World. And in 2011, after several incidents where riders were struck by loose objects, Universal made the decision to stop the coasters from dueling. And this took away much of the ride's unique appeal, and as years went by, its popularity waned. By the mid-2010s, Universal saw an opportunity to replace Dragon Challenge with a more immersive, themed experience that fit within the world of Harry Potter. In 2017, Universal confirmed that the ride would close permanently to make way for a new generation of thrill ride set in the Wizarding World. Dragon Challenge officially closed on September 4th, 2017, and demolition began soon after. So once Universal decided to replace Dragon Challenge, they aimed to create an attraction that would push the boundaries of roller coaster design while delivering an immersive, story-driven experience unlike anything else in the Wizarding World. To achieve this, Universal turned once again to Intamin, a roller coaster manufacturer known for innovation. Intamin had previously developed record-breaking coasters like Velocicoaster and Maverick at Cedar Point, both known for their multiple launches and smooth yet intense ride experiences. The concept for Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure was highly ambitious, incorporating multiple elements never before combined in a single ride. So there are 7 launches, making it the most launch-heavy coaster in the world. A surprise backwards section, adding a narrative twist mid-ride. A drop track feature where riders fall 17 feet straight down, simulating a collapse into Devil's Snare. There's a total track length of 5,053 feet, which is over 1,500 meters, making it the longest coaster in Florida. And there are highly detailed sets and animatronics, creating a ride that blends physical effects with high-speed thrills. One of the key goals was to make the ride feel like an authentic journey through the Forbidden Forest, rather than just a traditional roller coaster. And to achieve this, Universal planted over 1,200 real trees, transforming the former Dragon Challenge site into a dense, immersive landscape. The entire track was designed to weave in and out of these trees, creating the illusion that riders were truly racing through a magical forest. And to further enhance the setting, massive rockwork structures were built around the track, hiding launch sections and transitions between scenes. These were constructed using the same rockwork techniques used in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Hogsmeade, ensuring visual consistency. One of the biggest advancements in the ride's development was the inclusion of lifelike animatronics, making it one of Universal's most detailed attractions. The standout figures included a full-size Hagrid animatronic standing over 7 feet tall, complete with realistic facial movements and voice lines from Robbie Coltrane. There was a life-size 3-headed fluffy animatronic weighing over 8,000 pounds, and swarming Cornish pixies which appear suspended mid-air in chaotic motion. These elements combined to make Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure one of the most advanced coasters Universal had ever built. But as ambitious as the ride was, it would prove to be extremely difficult to operate, leading to one of the most frustrating launches in theme park history. Once on board, riders choose between the motorbike or sidecar, each offering a slightly different ride experience. The journey begins with Hagrid's voice guiding riders as they speed through the Forbidden Forest. Along the way they encounter animatronics of Fluffy, the 3-headed dog, the flying Cornish pixies, Devil's Snare, and a full-size animatronic of Hagrid himself. The ride's 7 launches propel guests through sharp turns, sudden drops, and a surprise backwards section that sends riders speeding into darkness before encountering a free-fall drop track, a moment that catches many riders off guard. The experience is fast-paced yet smooth, blending thrills with breathtaking visuals and storytelling. But despite all the cutting-edge technology that went into Hagrid's, the ride struggled heavily when it officially opened on June 13, 2019. On opening day, thousands of guests flocked to Universal Orlando to experience the brand new ride. However, it became immediately clear that the ride was not ready for full operation. There were extreme wait times. The ride's queue quickly exceeded 10 hours, with guests waiting in blazing Florida heat. There were frequent ride breakdowns. The ride stopped running multiple times per day, often forcing guests to wait even longer or exit the queue entirely. And there were technical failures. The ride couldn't run at full capacity, leading to painfully slow dispatch times and reduced throughput. There were several factors that contributed to the ride's massive operational struggles. It had an overly complex launch system. The 7 launches made it one of the most technically advanced rides ever built, but they also introduced more points of failure. If just one launch system failed, the entire ride had to be reset, causing major delays. Engineers constantly battled launch malfunctions, which often shut the ride down for hours at a time. There were drop track issues, so the drop track mechanism was a brand new system that had never been used on such a large scale at Universal. And in the early days, it frequently malfunctioned, either failing to reset properly or stalling mid-cycle. If the system didn't detect that it had reset 100% correctly, the ride wouldn't dispatch another train. There were also sensor and ride vehicle problems. The ride used highly sensitive sensors to ensure safety, but they often triggered false alarms. And each time this happened, ride operators had to go through a lengthy reset process, delaying operations even further. The ride vehicles, the motorbikes and sidecars, had complex restraint mechanisms, and malfunctions led to evacuations mid-ride. But Universal did a lot to cope with these technical challenges. They made several operational changes in the months following the ride's opening, such as closing the ride early every day. So for months after opening, the ride closed as early as 3 PM daily to allow engineers extra time to troubleshoot issues overnight. They reduced the number of trains on the track. Fewer ride vehicles then helped decrease the chances of system overloads, but it also made those wait times longer. And they were adjusting the system launch, so engineers recalibrated the launches over time, improving reliability, but it took nearly a year for the ride to stabilise. And these operational struggles with Hagrid's also highlighted a larger issue with crowd control in the Wizarding World, something that I experienced myself only a few weeks ago. The Hogsmeade area was already known for congestion, and adding a high-demand ride made it even worse. So with 3 major attractions, Forbidden Journey, Flight of the Hippogriff and Hagrid's, drawing large crowds, the entire area frequently became gridlocked. Universal implemented a virtual line system for Hagrid's ride to reduce physical wait times, but it was inconsistent and it often crashed due to high demand. Guests frequently had to wait outside the Wizarding World itself, with overflow lines extending into the Lost Continent section of the park. For over a year, Hagrid's ride remained one of the most unreliable attractions in Universal's history. While it eventually became more stable, even today it occasionally suffers from downtime, making it one of the most technically complex rides to maintain. But that being said, those of you that have been on it know what an impressive ride Hagrid's is. I went on it for the first time myself only a few weeks ago, blown away by the ride. That and Velocicoaster really are feathers in the cap of Islands of Adventure. So despite its rocky start, Hagrid's is now one of the most beloved attractions at Universal Orlando. Its innovative, story-driven coaster design, incredible animatronics, and thrilling yet smooth ride experience have made it a fan favourite. Queue times still regularly exceed 90 minutes every hour of every day in the park for this ride. The popularity of this ride is not waning at all. It stands as a testament to Universal's ambition, proving that while new technology can bring incredible experiences, it can also come with major growing pains. So have you had the chance to ride Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure? If so, did you experience any breakdowns? Let me know in the comments below what you think of this ride, and also drop in the comments which ride you'd like to see me do next. Please pop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it, it's hugely helpful to me, and also consider subscribing to Theme Park Nostalgia for more deep dive ride videos. And if you've enjoyed this video, why not check out this one next? Thanks ever so much for joining me today, and as always, stay magical.